Both Adam and Eve are Elohim. And I know that this is going to be confusing to some because we view them as the first humans. But honestly, it even makes sense in the biblical narrative when you look at that closer. But let's go back to their origin. Adam and Eve can be traced back to the Anunnaki, where Adam, we have him as one of the Anunnaki who is known as Adamu. And we also have him as one of the Elohim known as Adamu or Kadmon when you get to places like Hurrian, like the Hurrian or the Hittite Empire. But Adam has always been a divine being or some type of Elohim or Anunnaki. Even in his rendition as Adapa, he is seen as divine or as an Elohim. And this is seen also for Eve. Eve is known under the Anunnaki as Ninti, and Ninti is the Lady of the Rib. She was created to help assist Enki, who will be the Yahweh of the Anunnaki. She was created to assist him during the Enki and Ninhursag, or Enki and Ninmah creation story, where they are creating human beings or creating other deities that assist with creating human beings in favor of trying to help the gods. Because in the Anunnaki stories, the creation of humanity or the creation of mankind is usually centered around in some way to assist the Anunnaki or the Igigi in their works. The Igigi being a group of lesser gods or ancient gods, primeval gods even, that includes gods like Alagula. So we know that Eve and Adam have their trace back to then, back to the Anunnaki. But they also have their trace in other surrounding cultures where, like I mentioned, Kadmon, but you also have a character named Hawat, who is sharing the same root as Eve, and Hawat is the goddess of life that we see in other Elohim and even Anunnaki stories, just as Eve is in the Bible. Eve is called the mother of the living, and Eve comes from the root Hawa or Hava, which means to live, and is the feminine variant of Yahweh or Haya, which also means to live or to be. So Eve, even as a character, as a being, as an entity, is the feminine counterpart to Yahweh. Meanwhile, Adamu or Adam is the masculine counterpart to Adama, who is the goddess of the earth. She is the goddess of the fertile soils. That is Adama. She is the consort to Reshef, or when she is Admu, she is the consort to Nergal. So yes, Adam and Eve were divine, and we can discuss this further.